bit of a random way to start an episode, but I got myself 80 cooking, which is the number I wanted before I started doing what I'm doing now, which is storm fishing, which I'll talk about in a second. I also went and got myself 84 crafting, so that's good. That means I can boost up now to make the first necklace or the Hydrix item I want to make, but we're not gonna do that just yet. I purposely haven't been doing my Reapers because I have a Hurricane, which I'm gonna take advantage of to get that first Onyx, which is gonna be awesome. But for those who are curious what storm fishing is, you unlock level 68, but personally, I know a lot of people say to wait until you're like 82 fishing or something like that, but I decided to go for 80 cooking because this will allow me to cook sharks on top of the stuff up to this point. But you get a variety of food. Basically, any fish you can catch here, is my understanding. Okay, got enough of the got enough KC. I'm gonna go in and kill Armadyl. I'm only after one kill. Obviously, the more the better. But I'm only after one kill just so I can be able to teleport here. It doesn't look like I'm gonna need to go and use an instance. My understanding on how to do this is pretty simple. I'm basically just going to pray range, stand in this doorway, and have rigor up, and I should be able to just wreck it. So let's see here. Uninstance encounter. There we go. 2 kills. Yeah, I don't think I can get a second kill. This sucks, only being able to get like 2 to 3 kills per trip, but capability of doing it is what matters. So with that, I have 5 Armadyl kills already achieved, or Kriara kills, and my goal kind of stays the same. I'm still going to be working on some like just grinding some stuff, so this episode's going to be a long time in the making. With that though, I'm going to be doing like 5 kills every so often of Armadyl, or Kriara. I keep calling it Armadyl, but of Kriara, and go from there. Hopefully we'll get Armadyl pieces. I would like full Armadyl, like I said, but we'll see. You know, I said I didn't like training range at fires. Well, because I don't have like good enough gear and stuff like that to utilize the good area, range is actually faster now. I don't really know the reasoning, but yeah, it's actually faster than doing melee. And obviously with vampirism, I don't really have to eat much, so I brought food when I honestly didn't really need to. It's funny, but yeah, I actually have to wait a bit, and if I don't attack them right away, I'll go out of combat and start wasting adrenaline. So that's actually good, because that means my getting good XP per hour. Boom, another fight can run down. New personal record, improvement of 6 minutes, which is pretty awesome. I recorded it, then deleted the footage because I realized it was boring and you guys probably don't want to see it. Same exact thing as always. I believe this is the mage cape, but we don't want the mage cape. I want the onyx. Boom. Yes, please. I want the uncut onyx. Okay, so I believe we cut the onyx and then use the Hydrix. Make an uncut Hydrix. Boom. Now we have an uncut Hydrix. And then we can cut it into a regular Hydrix. And then I believe we can craft... No. That would have been bad. Let me go to a furnace. Go to Falador, I guess. Hold on. Okay, so this is what we want to make. The Hydrix necklace. It requires 90 crafting, but we can boost up. So if we get lucky, which we did not... I believe I only put 2 dices instead of 3. That explains it. Let me go get more. I can catch this with my hand, so it's not that bad. Okay, third invent of stews. Full. Not like a full inventory of stews. So I got some left. I just don't want to have to buy them. Ooh, we got it. Yeah, Hydrix necklace. Let's go. Now we just need to do the thing. Where is it? 1 second. Okay, so if I sip this, I'll have plenty of levels to do this. We get ourselves the Reaper necklace. Now this is one of, if not the best necklaces that you can get on an Ironman early on, and I'll tell you exactly why. The first things first, let's just compare it to the Dragon Rider amulet, which just has 30 bonuses across the board with the 10 extra pair. It does increase your Dragon Breath by 10%, so that is something to consider, as well as the bone, dragon bone bearing. So it's not like this is completely useless, but the Reaper necklace gives you 36 across the board, but you do lose the 7 pair bonus, which does suck. The huge benefit though is that you get a stacking accuracy bonus up to 3%, and early on in an Ironman, this is one of, if not the most important stats for your character, just straight up accuracy. So considering you have such little gear, this 3% extra accuracy that gets built up on a boss can be absolutely gigantic, and it also looks kind of cool, I'll be completely honest. So yeah, this is a absolutely best in slot item for a while. I know a lot of people say to wait for like the Amulet of Souls ever since the Ring of Death nerf, but personally I really do think that the Reaper necklace is one of, if not the best item for you to get on your Ironman early on, simply because of the fact that, again, it does allow you to have that extra accuracy on early bossing. So that is a huge DPS boost in itself. So I decided that since I don't really need to worry about getting construction and fire making up for a little while, I'm going to switch my main focus on herbs for a little bit, simply because I can get I can get some Hydrix, I can get some dwarf reeds, Aventos, which are meh, but Lantidimes, which are good, Quarms, which are good, Canotimes, which are good, and Bernards or whatever. I do really need to work on getting some toad flax, so while I'm doing this, I think I'm going to start planting if I have the level 4, I don't think I have the farm level 4, but once I have the farm level, planting all of my toad flax seeds and just only doing toad flax herb seeds. I'm still going to be doing, I'll bank all this, but I will still be going, and I'll just show you guys. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be still putting stuff onto maple logs for a bit, and then once I'm at I think I wanted 30k maple logs, then I'm going to switch on to hardwood while still getting the herbs, because I think the herbs are a little underrated in my opinion. So I'm going to be getting those just to collect overload supplies is the best reason. Also, I am only 400k away from being able to make overloads, which is super exciting. I don't know how common these are supposed to be, but while getting kill count, I just got like 3 of these almost in a row. The gloves and the helmet were back to back, but the legs were just like, oh, that's funny. Anyways, I wanted to give this a shot with this this gear setup with the new Reaper necklace. I want to give this a shot, so let's jump on in and see how this skill goes. It was pretty good. All right, one thing I want to find out for myself and not just Google is if I can repair the Reaper necklace via, repairing. Yeah, repair all my items. Everything to recharge. Oh, that's not good. How do you repair a necklace? It can be recharged. Oh, that's okay. That's easy. That's whatever. I just doing one kill. That's whatever. Okay. Normally don't really show these anymore, but I think I'm going to get base 50s with this. Yep. Base 50s acquired. Hell yeah. Unlock some stuff with divination or invention. Decided to start doing some real farming. I am going to start planting herbs. I have hundreds of toad flax seeds. That's not even a joke. And a bunch of other seeds that I really should just start planting for easy farming XP, as well as just lots of herbs I can get. So I'm not going to go for ultra compost. It feels like way too much effort to do, but at the very least I started making super compost. And something I found out about RuneScape 3 that is amazing is you can store an insane amount of compost in one bin, and they're all shelled across all of them, so you can do that. And this is just awesome. So I can just go plop this in, take all this out, and you can just keep filling this all the way up as much as you want. You can just keep filling this up. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up, get super compost. I have about 10 more minutes until my herbs are ready to pick, and then at which point I am going to be utilizing, I'm going to be getting some points, which I will show you guys in a second once I'm done with all this. So if we come over here to the Garden of Carid, which is just north of Alcrid, you can just lodestone run up. You can come here. Actually, I think it's faster to do archaeology, teleport, and run. Regardless, get over here, and then you talk to this person thing, and eventually go through some dialogue, and eventually you can just right-click them and find out what the daily herb is. Now, you get points for planting any herb and, growing it, etc. I gotta cure this, but you get points for planting any herb, growing it, etc. And then you'll get points for it. But once you have enough points, you can go buy some of the rewards you might have saw at the beginning. But the first tier is the ability to buy. You can go and buy and have multiple herbs inside instead of multiple herb seeds, just increase its life by that much. And eventually, what I think a lot of people like getting is the speedy patch. This way, they grow in 20 minutes instead of 80, which is absolutely crazy. Personally, I think I'm going to go for, at the very least, tier 1 and maybe tier 2, and then go for speedy growth. I actually have no idea what the most efficient upgrade order is. I'll probably just Google it, but I do like being able to plant multiple seeds in one tier, though I do hate that my plants can just die, like that one did. So I already did my herb run, but I got enough for plant power tier 1. I don't know if I actually want to get it because speedy growth sounds super good, but from what I gathered, people said online that speedy growth is only good when you have a lot of herb seeds. When you don't have a lot of herbs, he was like, I have a good bit, but I don't have like infinite supply. It's not really worth it. It's better to just do plant power, so this way I can have a bunch planted at once. That's what I heard. I don't know how true that is. So I think I'm going to go and buy this. I'm not going to go and... fuck it. Let's replant at all of them just because... Oh, and in case anyone's curious, as I'm getting these War Priest pieces, I am replacing them with my trials because if I spend a bunch of time killing Kriar and I want to go back to Slayer, the War Priest gear is going to be better for me to use for Slayer than the trials gear, just because the trials doesn't really give me a good bonus, but the War Priest gives me a chance to reduce our cooldown, so it's better to an extent. So there you go. So I can now plant multiple herbs because I unlocked it. So it gives you an option. I'm going to plant 2 seeds here for these canatines. And boom. I got a level for that one. But now that means I'm going to get a minimum of 5 herbs from this patch. So that's pretty good. So I'm going to do this to 2 more patches. And then I'll probably start planting. I'm thinking I want to do toad flaxes. But I think I might need to do lantidimes. So I don't know how many of my clips I'm going to keep in because I have been recording a lot, and this is mostly just kind of like a grind episode or grind portion of the episode, and then I was just going to come back after I've completed a bunch of grinds. But like I said, I've been recording it for a bit, so I don't know how much of these I'm going to keep in. Regardless though, I want to take a second to explain what I'm doing and kind of my process, just so y'all can have a good understanding. The first thing is I use the Vampirism Aura, and basically for this hour it's up, I go and I'm training range because I want to get my range up to 90. It's the first one I want to get up to 90. From there, I'll then switch to like a melee stat or something down the road, but for now it's on ranged. Once the Vampirism Aura is up and I have that 2 hours remaining, yes, I know I can refresh it, yes, I know I can extend it, etc. But during those 2 hours, I'm taking advantage of that and doing other things, like I will go and do the farm run in between then. I'll go and do some AFK fishing for a tiny bit, or maybe even some crafting. I'll just do stuff, right? I'll do stuff in between. Then right when the Vampirism Aura is up, I then go back to farming or, killing these Vyres for more XP, and that's what I'm going to do. I do also am slowly working on divination, slowly but surely. I want to eventually get up to 90, but to be honest, getting the charges isn't that bad because I just AFK like early in the morning, AFK for like 30 minutes to an hour, and I get like 4 hours of just stuff, so it's super chill. Like I topped off on 30,000 divine charges this morning like it was nothing, so I don't mind it that much now that it's only 400 instead of 450, but it is what it is. And I do accidentally disassemble stuff instead of alch it, but it's really not that big of a deal because you get so much money from Vyres, it's not even funny. It's funny, I logged on to Old School today just to kind of check out my accounts, and I was like, oh, should I AFK something? And I sat there for a second, and I was like, I really don't want to play Old School RuneScape. I only logged on just to see what the value of my items were, and then I logged out. I was like, I'm not doing this. Even my GIM, I was like, I don't really want to do anything, and I'm in a group all by myself with this account and my Iron Man. Oh, in case you're curious why I want Toad Flax so badly, my Sarah Brew supply is dangerously low. I am at 15 4 doses and 1 3 dose. My Superstore supply is super nice, and that's just going to continue going up because I have a lot of Snapdragons in my bank. Got a lot of Cantines now, so that's good, but where are my Snappies? So I think I'm going to call the episode here. I checked my clips, and I actually have a good bit of clips So it's a little bit of a mishmash of a video, but I think it's enough to make a video out of, I would say. So that's what I'm going to do. And the reason I'm doing that is because next episode, or I should say right at the end of this episode, I have 5 days of my time, not your guys' time. I have 5 days until I have 90 herb lore. I did the math while I was taking a shower just now. And that means I have 5 days to get enough supplies to make 100 overloads. I will go over that in next episode at the beginning. But for now, hope you guys enjoyed this one. And next episode, by the very end of it, we'll be making overloads. So let's look forward to that.